got it naturally and have immunity now, probably about 100 million of us. The official tally is about 32 million people have gotten COVID. But even the CDC, which is very conservative, says for every person who got it, there's 2 more people who got it. They just didn't know they had it. And if any of you have had it and you have children at home, you were sick and you didn't notice your kids getting sick, about half of them got it anyway, because the kids show very few symptoms. But the thing is, this is good news. This is a good news that's being hidden from everyone as we put on more and more mandates, and as the governor keeps everything locked down in Kentucky, they're ignoring the good news. The good news is 1/3 of us have had it. 1/3 of us have been vaccinated. Of those over 65 years old, 85% have gotten the vaccine. They think we're too stupid to figure this out. Most people over 65 have figured it out. But in a free country, it's your decision to make. In a free country, you decide what your risks are. Every time you get in a car, every time you ride a bike, every time you get on a motorcycle, whether you wear a helmet, you don't wear a helmet, what you eat, all of these are risks you take. And in a free society, you make them. The government doesn't get to make these decisions. There's no precedent for what Governor Beshear has done closing down restaurants. There's also no authority for it. The state legislature in January revoked his powers, trimmed his sails, and took the emergency statute and said to Governor Beshear, you no longer have the right to do this. If you make an edict, within 30 days that edict expires unless it's approved by the state legislature. So how did Governor Beshear respond? He sued the state legislature. He found a liberal judge in Frankfurt, surprise, and that judge upheld this. So right now the state legislature passes a law, the governor objects, and the courts say the law is null and void. Now this is going to go to the Supreme Court, but this will probably be the most important Kentucky Supreme Court case in our lifetime. They're going to decide whether or not the state legislature has the power to restrict the governor's powers. And realize when they pass their legislation, all they're doing is amending their own legislation from the 1990s. When they passed the emergency legislation, I think almost everybody who was there thought it meant, well, if there was a tornado in Harrodsburg, the National Guard would come with water and blankets and shelter and take care of us for a few days till we got on our feet again. No one would object to that. But nobody thought that a policy lasting a year to limit how many people can be in a restaurant or a hotel or a bowling alley or a hair salon and how you operate your business, no one ever thought that could be done by the will of one person. Nobody who knows the history of our country believes that power should be concentrated in the hands of one person, that anyone should have unchecked powers. I don't care whether it's a Republican or a Democrat. If this were a Republican governor, I'd be telling you exactly the same thing. No one person should have that much power. The division of power, the decentralization of power, the idea that you have your local state legislator has a vote to determine whether he agrees with the governor, these are the fundamental concepts of a constitutional government.